Hello everyone. Haven't streamed in a while. I had a bit of free time today, so figured I should do something. And I wanted to talk about Resident Evil Requiem, RE9. Audio's good. Everyone can hear me, right? Hello, Ryad X23, Rat on a Toilet, Famished Jet 9249. Hello. Yeah, I played RE9 when it came out, like a couple days after it came out, because I was finishing another game before that. Really, really liked it, but I do have some problems with it. Unfortunately, it's not going to be very easy for me to show the stuff that I have issues with, because it's later in the game, and there's no, like, chapter select or anything. You just kind of have to play the whole game through from the start. So I figured that, you know, in a bit I'll just start a new save file and play for a little bit, but I'm not planning on streaming for like super long today. Just wanted to do something, you know, get something out there, get my thoughts out on this game. I've already talked about it a little bit on Blue Sky and on my Backlog, but, you know, a video is a more direct way to get my thoughts out there for everybody. Before I talk about that, though, I should probably list off a bunch of stuff I've just played lately, because I've played quite a few little games. So we recently got ourselves a CRT. You know, had them when I was growing up, of course, but we don't have our, you know, ones from when we were kids anymore. If anything, like our parents might have them somewhere, or they got rid of them. I don't know. So, and obviously, like, we don't live with our parents anymore, so, you know, got ourselves our own CRT. And I got our old PS2 out, and I've modded that to play games from different regions and like play games off a USB or through an Ethernet cable, like running through the local area network in our house, so they can load off my computer. Modded a Wii. We had to buy a new Wii as well. We used to have our childhood Wii, but we had to get a new one. Modded the Wii to play, you know, whatever I want on GameCube and Wii stuff. And I got myself a Super Nintendo. I've wanted the Super Nintendo for ages. And I knew there's issues with like PAL games, because Australia, we're PAL for 50 hertz for a lot of those older games. I already knew about that, but from what I'd seen, oh my god, my headphone cable's being annoying. The audio's not okay. From what I've seen, it's not like very consistent. Like, some things are worse than others, because I have a Mega Drive, and there's like no reason to play Sonic. Pretty much any Sonic games on the Mega Drive, if you have a PAL Mega Drive. If you have an American, or, you know, if you have the Genesis, or if you have the Japanese Mega Drive, it's fine. But there's not really much reason to play the PAL versions, because they're slow, or like the music sounds off, or the speed's just not quite right, you know, lower frame rate and stuff. Once you start getting into like PS2, GameCube era, some games started having options for like, oh hey, do you want to play in 60 hertz? So on my shelf over here, I have Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition. That's an Australian copy. But when I put that in the console, it asks me, oh, do you want to play in 60 hertz? Yeah, I'm not stuck at 50, which is nice. But not everything has that. So like when I'm downloading stuff to play that's modded, I'm always grabbing the American versions to be safe, because some games don't have 60 hertz support in Australia, which sucks. But yeah, we have a CRT set up. I have a whole shelf, like it's on like a trolley shelf that we can wheel in and out of our like staircase. We have a like cupboard under the stairs, so we can wheel it in under there to make room. Because I don't really have room to get like a permanent spot upstairs in our living room, because I already have the giant 77-inch OLED up here. And yeah, so recently I have played, let me go to my backlog. This is how I keep track of everything. My backlog is linked in the description if anyone wants to have a look. If you're unfamiliar, it's like Letterboxd, but for games, it is a way to log and rate games that you've played and, you know, leave reviews and stuff. So, since probably the last time I streamed for Metroid Prime 4, I've played... Well, I finished Ninja Gaiden 4. I don't remember if I played at the time. I have not played Pikmin. No, that is something I'd like to get around to, though. Played Ninja Gaiden 4, finished it. Bayonetta Origins, Cereza and the Lost Demon, which was good, but not like... It's not really the kind of game it's like a very simple kind of Zelda-style game. very, sort of lock and key, but, it was okay. I didn't play it when it came out because Bayonetta 3 story was so bad that I was not interested in a story spin-off Bayonetta game tying into 3. And those elements are definitely the worst part. When it's trying to tie into 3, it just feels bleh. But when it's just doing its own thing, like, it's okay. It's an alright story. I played Space Channel 5. I played Part 2 first, because that's on PC, and Part 1 wasn't. Part of the reason we got the CRT and, like, modded the PS2 was to play Space Channel 5 1. Because on emulator, it's, like, almost unplayable. The input lag is not great in a rhythm game with very tight timings, but, they're not, like, the best games ever, but I love Space Channel 5. No, yeah, those games are, like, pure, like, just video game, goofy, optimism, positivity, like, fun, campy, schlock kind of stuff. I'm a big fan. Like, absolutely love those games now. Very glad I played them. I played Sea Frog, the movement platformer that you guys might have seen in one of Pariah's recent videos. He recommended it. I liked it. I did not love it. I had problems with it. Was not crazy about Sea Frog. There was some, I don't know, just got kind of frustrating at points. I played A Link to the Past for the first time, which, to be honest, I also didn't love. Just a lot of things where it felt like they were, like, intentionally obtuse or vague, or, like, you needed an instruction manual or a guide to figure out what you're supposed to do. And I'm okay with a bit of, like, having to actually figure things out. I like that. I actually really like that in games. But this is the kind of figure things out where it is just trial and error. It is just throw shit at the wall until something works. Or, like, the game expects you to do something that it's never taught you to do. Like, I didn't even know I could do. Like, I didn't know I could pick up and throw bombs until a part of the game where I had to do it. And I was stuck. Like, what am I supposed to do? And it's the dungeon where you have the maiden following you and then she turns into the boss. And I tried to go back up to that room, but she was following me, and she was like, oh, don't go up there. And if I went up there, she would despawn and go back to her thing. So I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm not supposed to go up here then. But I was. Like, it's just that kind of annoying shit. It's all the kind of stuff where I'm sure if you played A Link to the Past before, it's not a problem anymore. Like, you've like, oh, yeah, I know how to play the game. But if you're a fresh player coming in like me, there's a lot of shit that just feels like beginner's trap. Kind of obtuse bullshit that I really don't like. Then I played Echoes of Wisdom, the Zelda game from a couple years ago. You play as Zelda. Quite liked it. It was pretty good. I think it was a good mix of, like, classic and new Zelda. I enjoyed it. And then RE9, which I've got here, which we'll talk about as we play. And then after that, I've played the DLC for Ninja Gaiden 4, which I wouldn't really recommend. Maybe if it's like $5, sure, but I wouldn't really recommend it. It was pretty bland. Like, it was very, very short. And the new weapons are okay, but, like, reused new weapon is like half a weapon. Like, you didn't get a bunch of new stuff, which is kind of weird. And then I played Sin and Punishment on N64. I played it through the Wii. And Sin and Punishment Star Successor, the sequel, on Wii. Now, I gotta admit, I kind of agree with Pariah on this one. I think I like the first one more. I don't hate the second one. I think the second one's still very good, but the second one, I think, loses something by, like, with the flying, where you're just kind of flying through the air everywhere. I liked that in the first game you were running on the ground and you had to jump over stuff and pay a bit more attention in that regard. It was also, like, very short and sweet, whereas the second one would kind of keep going and going, and the levels were really long, and the bosses were really long, and it just kind of overstayed its welcome a bit at points. But, I still liked it. I am doing good, Bugsy, thank you. Have I watched the Sonic podcast series, The Chaotix Case Files? I watched the... What was it? It was like the first episode, just out of curiosity, and I was like, I don't really care. I have not watched any of them since. I just don't care. I'm not interested. And yeah, Famisher, yeah, Space Channel 5 rules. I love Space Channel 5. Again, not like the best game ever or anything. Oh yeah, and as I said, spoilers for RE9. Like, I've already finished the game, so you're gonna see stuff that you probably don't want to see if you haven't played yourself. Although, to be honest, oh yeah, I changed the costumes, just, why not? When I played the first time, I played Standard Classic with ink ribbons because I love RE1 Remake. I haven't played the original RE123 yet, but I am going to eventually now that I have the PS2 set up. I have PS1 games on there as well, so I'm going to play RE123. And they got re-released on GOG, Good Old Games, a little while ago too, so definitely want to play them. But I love RE1 Remake. Like, I thought it was great. And I love the ink ribbons, I love the crimson heads and stuff, and this game brings back a lot of that. So yeah, I played in classic mode because I wanted the ink ribbons. And I think it actually changes the difficulty a little bit too. I think it makes the enemies harder. I'm gonna try Insanity. Just because I hear my issues with the game might be less so on Insanity difficulty. After I finished RE9, I played OG, RE3, and 2, and they're both fantastic. Playing Claire, B scenario, and then RE1 next. Nice. Is RE2 still your favorite? Me? I don't think I've ever said RE2 is my favorite. I'd have to play RE2 Remake again. Again, I want to play the original one, too. Because, I mean, it's a Hideki Kamiya game as well, so I kind of have to... Oh, I have to play Beautiful Joe as well. I have those on the PS2. I think my favorite Resident Evils are definitely, at the moment, RE1 Remake for the horror side. And to be fair, RE2 Remake is very good in that as well. But then it's RE4, for sure. Like, RE4 might be the overall favorite for me. RE4 Original and RE4 Remake, both great. And that's kind of, again, to get into sort of what my, like, issues with this game are. Oh, let me know. The game might be a little loud. I might need to turn it down.
Yes?
Yeah, let me do that.
My office.
Oh, coming.
Yeah, just like half the volume. I was thinking of skipping the cutscenes, but this gives me more time to talk, so. Favorite style of RE? In principle, I'm like, look, I want the survival horror stuff. Like, I think Grace's survival horror section in this game, in the hospital, in the care center, is like incredible. It's so good. It is like classic RE again. But to be honest, what made me buy this game was when they said Leon was in it, and they showed Leon and he plays like RE4, and then I went, well, shit. Well, now I have to get it because I love RE4 and I love that goofy, stupid bullshit. Even though it, like, I admit it does like kind of contradict the, you know, the moody survival horror stuff, but Resident Evil's always been like really stupid and campy as well, so it just kind of feels like I don't know, taking the training wheels off, like just going crazy with it, going like, yeah, look, this is stupid, let's just have a bit of fun. And I totally understand if people feel like maybe RE4 and stuff like they went too far, and you know, I completely get it. But they're so good, it's kind of like you can't really complain. So what I really wanted from this game was like Grace to have the incredible like RE1 style survival horror, which she does, and it's excellent.
Do you think you can do this for me?
Is it meant to be that bright down there? Oh. I might know what's happened. I put a, I'm using yeah, there we go. Okay. I put the global FOV change on because I wanted to see, like, does the game feel a bit better with the FOV change? So I was wondering, like, why am I seeing all this stuff I don't think I'm meant to be seeing? That's why. Because I had the FOV up incredibly high. Hello, Otaku Ruins. Any plans for videos this year? No, no plans at the moment. I really want to put path tracing on. The path tracing in this game looks incredible. But it's quite demanding. It gets... I'm on a 4090, RTX 4090. And I'm playing in 4K, 120 FPS. But when I... Where's my mouse? Weapons and items attain special content can be now clicked from items buttons. Okay. This is also the first time I played any RE with mouse and keyboard, actually. I usually play with controller, because I play in the living room. I use the gyro and stuff, but I'm at my desk, so I'll try it like this. Yeah, unfortunately you can't actually enable path tracing while playing. Yeah, like it's locked once you're in the game, which sucks. And to be honest, I don't love DLSS and FrameGen at like on like a high level. Like should this be a thing that games are using or that we're like expected to use? I'm kind of not a big fan of them, but you know, because I am extremely like anti-AI and stuff. Ooh. Hello. It's just a coin sitting out here. Did anyone catch as well? There's like a bar up there or whatever that said Nico's, which I'm guessing is a DMC5 thing. Or it might not be, but I don't know. Resident Evil and DMC usually have a little bit of shared references and stuff between them. But yeah, my main issue with this game, I mean, this is also kind of one of them, is just some of the parts where you just kind of have to walk around, and especially the Chloe section later in the game. That part just outright sucks. I just don't like it. But my main issue with the game is just that when I finally got to play as Leon, I was like, yes, here we go, finally, like, big Leon segment. We're gonna do some crazy action bullshit. And then you get to Leon's parts, and they're, like, kind of boring. Kind of lame, kind of boring.
Hey, that's a restricted area. You can't go in there.
Like Leon's sections just feel very empty. There's not a lot of enemies, and there's not a lot of like enemy types or like synergy between these enemies like attack you this way and they have different weapons and these ones complement that. Like they kind of do that. They have that big bloated enemy that like infects other ones around it. That's kind of cool, but they don't really use it a lot. And like the chainsaw enemies, they don't really use a lot. And I don't know, there was that one part in Leon's Raccoon City segment where you are on a like half collapsed building that's fallen over, and you're standing on the windows on the glass, and you can shoot the glass to make the enemies fall down, but like you have to be careful, you know, not to break your own glass or like if they attack you or something like that. And I thought that was awesome, and I was like, whoa, this is great. Like I hope they do more with that, and they never do. It's just that one fight. And it wasn't a very long fight, you know? So, I found that really disappointing. Also, before I forget, I'm playing God Hand at the moment on the PS2, and God Hand's fucking awesome. That's like more of the RE4 stupid bullshit that I want, you know? Shinji Mikami, like, is this next game after RE4. And yeah, I played Grace first person on my first playthrough. I just wanted to try. I just wanted to see what it's like in third person on a replay. And there might be a few times where I'm a little unsure of what the buttons are supposed to be, but it seems pretty simple because, like, again, I played all on controller. I don't remember this shit looking this bad. What the fuck is it like? I did download a new driver today, and I don't know if because I didn't restart my computer, if maybe that's, like, affected the visuals. You guys probably can't see it very well through the stream, but, like, the windows look kind of fucked up, but this barbed wire looks really bad. I wonder if that's, like, a DLSS thing. DLSS quality? No, it still looks like shit. I don't know. That's weird. Just leave it on balanced. Have you played a game called Mio Memories in Orbit? No, but I think I've heard of that. I can look that up in a sec when we get to like the next cutscene. I might look that up. I have a flashlight, right? Can I not use it? No. How do I feel about this compared to RE6? I have not played RE6. Can I... Do I have a... Okay. There we go. Yeah, so I've played RE1 Remake, RE2 Remake. I have not played any version of RE3. Alright, my FOV tweak. Turn that back on. Where'd it go? Here. That's a bit better. Anything? Yeah, even when you use ray tracing high, there's definitely quite a bit of RT noise still, which I don't love. But path tracing is just a little too intense for me at 4K. Like, I think I can get 40 FPS without DLSS, and then like, sorry, without frame gen, but then frame gen boosted to like 80, which is still like pretty good. But when you want like the bare minimum of like 60 real frames before you start adding fake frames, you know? So yeah, I've played RE1 Remake, RE2 Remake, no versions of RE3 yet, and again, I do want to replay. I want to play the originals. Let me look up that game. I've played RE4 Original and Remake, and I've played 7, 8, 9. Mio Memories in Orbit. Okay, I think I've seen this. It's Metroidvania? Yeah, it's annoying the FOV tweak affects cutscenes as well. That's a bit dumb. Okay, I mean, this game looks like it might be cool. Yeah, I've not played 5 and 6. Hopefully Leon's part's more involved with hard mode. That's my hope. That's why I'm playing on Insanity, but even then, like, I'm not going to get to Leon's actual segments for ages. Like, he doesn't come into play until, like, way, 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 way later. Sorry, I'm wiping down some little marks on my monitor. I haven't really sat at my desk for a while, and there's some little bits I gotta clean off. I was almost going to get a mod that just like skips the opening, because it is a bit long. See, now I'm like, hello. Now I'm kind of like anxious because there was that coin at the start, which was not there before. Like in the main playthrough. So now I'm like, man, do I have to look around even more in this opening part? I can't just run past everything because I have to think like, oh, I might have to pick something up. I might have to get something. What do I think of the story? I didn't really care for it at all. Alright, let's start skipping stuff. Is this locked? Okay. Very nice cut in here. Very nice physics on that. Sound design is great as well. Do I think I have to like get something in here? Or no? No, I can just go. Maybe not. This. Look at that. There we go. Probably don't need that. Oh, wait, see, this is what I mean. Look, now there's coins. See, now I actually have to look around. It does feel a little weird playing with mouse and keyboard because I associate this kind of setup with a very like twitchy, you spin the mouse and you bam, like you're immediately looking the way you want to go. But because you're playing a character with a bit more weight and like physicality to them, there's sort of a delay of like, you know, Grace has to turn around before these things will activate. Green herb. This is the locked door that I gotta go through later. Alright. See, I'm like half paying attention because I'm just like, yeah, okay, here we go. I'm like, yeah, I've already played everything that's gonna fall down.
Oh, shit.
As someone who isn't big into horror, what are the best games to play first? I guess it depends on what kind of, like, scary you're worried about. Because, like, I'll admit, I'm not crazy on, like, jump scare stuff. You know, I don't really like that. I feel like my texture quality isn't... I don't know. It doesn't look as good as I remembered. Shut up. Yeah, it depends what type of horror you're sort of averse to, because I think that the RE games are more so like atmosphere and gameplay that makes it scary, rather than like things jumping out at you. I mean, they do have some of that, but it's usually not like that extreme or that frequent. Yeah, see, if I had the path tracing on, you would see a really good reflection of her in there. Come on.
What? Who?
Oh, I thought that was a cutscene here. Is there something else I'm supposed to interact with here? Oh, there we go. Yeah, it depends on sort of what you're afraid of, I guess. Yes, I'm playing on Insanity to replay. Okay, I don't like jump scares. Yeah, because I get that. I'm not crazy on that either. I don't like when a game is scary only because it's like, oh, you turn a corner and a thing goes, and you know, and you're like, okay, thanks. And again, like there is a little bit of that in Resident Evil, but not a lot of it. And you can kind of, I've played enough of them where like I can see a lot of it coming usually, and it's not that scary.
Hang on.
I have seen some of the Galaxy movie stuff, and to be honest, I just don't really care.
Get some sleep.
So I'm not going to see it because I didn't like the first Mario movie. So,
Stay close.
come on.
Mom, wait.
But yeah, like if I would say like you could probably play Resident Evil 1.
Hurry.
I mean, you could start with the PS1 game, but I haven't actually played that fully. But I think RE1 Remake is great.
Who's that?
And yeah.
Grace,
Alright, come on. Yeah, I'm trying. Waiting for you. RE1 Remake is great, and it gives you the pressure and the sort of scares, I guess, like through gameplay. So it's more about like I need to go to this area in the map, and I'm scared to do it because like, oh, I know there's still a zombie in there. Oh shit, like I didn't kill that zombie. If I have to go through there, I gotta like get past this guy. And that's like it's more about that kind of problem solving dread, I suppose, of like, yeah, the zombies are like problems that you have to deal with. Where am I going? And like saving uses resources because you use ink ribbons to save. So even just like saving the game is like, oh my god, I have to be careful. Like, you know, I only have so many like you know, number of things to save. So I can't save willy-nilly. Gotta be careful about it. And I think that's cool. And yeah, because it's all like you only have so many bullets and stuff, and in the RE1 remake, the zombies can turn into crimson heads, where like they get stronger after they die, if they wake back up again, which is really cool. And this game brings that back with blister heads in a really cool way. Yeah. So I really like that.
Sorry.
And so yeah, the scariness is more about just that, like, okay, oh, I have to go through here, I have to figure out what to do. I only have so many bullets, I can't use all of
Are
them.
you okay?
I have to run past some of the zombies instead of killing them. But yeah, otherwise I would say if you're worried more about the horror stuff, just play RE4. Because RE4 is like full-on action game. The remake tried to put like a little bit more horror into it, sort of. Like RE4 remake has a bit more kind of like creepy stuff, like a few sort of dark bits you're walking around, but it's not that much really. Okay, I don't remember when I played this part. Yeah, I was like, what do you mean evade? He's like shooting me. Like, where do I evade to? What do you... Okay, am I dead already? Nice. Yeah, I remember playing that the first time and I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Evade where? Evade where? Evade, like I'm okay, there we go. I was wondering if these parts would still be first person, even if you're playing in third person. Get in.
Get away! Get away from me!
I think they've limited the FOV again, too?
Stay away!
No, maybe not. Maybe the FOV is still higher. I've heard 5 is still good as just like an action co-op thing. Oh yeah, she gets bitten here, and that just never comes up again, like she's not infected or anything. Stop tripping, Grace. Yeah, maybe there's a more, like specific FOV mod that only affects the gameplay and doesn't make the cutscene FOV changes as well, because it's kind of weird. You see the Amy stuff for Sonic Movie 4? I mean, I saw that they got an actress for it, but again, I do not care. I do not like the Sonic movies whatsoever. Yes, she is an FBI agent. Yeah, I kind of wish you could just like chapter select straight to Leon's parts, so I could try those on the higher difficulty. Or like if they just add mercenaries into this game, that'll be a big help. I was almost thinking for this stream of just playing RE4 Remake Mercenaries. So I could have something like fun and action-y to play while I'm talking about RE9. Yeah, I have to talk as well, like, some of the latest stuff in this game with Leon. Like, the nostalgia kind of stuff, I just don't...
No, this is different.
I don't like it.
That's 6 now.
They have,
Dead from the same thing.
they just bring back, like, enemies and bosses and stuff in a way where you're like, okay, really? Like, alright. And yeah, it doesn't help that Leon's whole part of the game at the end is just, like, kind of boring anyway. It's not very exciting. And yeah, it's just so few enemies, and then like even when you get into the lab with Leon, where you're fighting lickers and stuff, there's only ever like a few of them at a time, and it's always like just lickers. I don't think they have much variety of like, oh, you have some zombies, then you have some lickers, and then you have a big guy. Like, they don't really do that with Leon in the lab. And even when you fight those soldiers was really weird. It felt like it wanted you to like duck behind cover and stuff, like you're playing like Gears of War or something.
Some of the edges.
Man, the FOVs are really breaking this. Yeah, it was really strange. It just felt like a weird design, like combat encounter design for those parts of the game. I didn't really like it. In the second playthrough onward, Leon can obtain and tune equipment earlier. The tactical tracker begins in his inventory. Supply boxes are available in each area. Equipment acquired in previous playthroughs can be obtained from the supply box.
Don't do anything stupid.
Cool.
Me? Never.
Okay, so I don't have any currency, but I have stuff. I also think this UI for the shop is really weird. It's like really kind of generic. You know, you don't have like the personality of the RE4 merchant. Thank you. You don't have any of that. Not the same. Oh, okay, so I can use that to buy some stuff. All right. Okay, so what do I have at the moment? The default snapper, the Requiem, the hatchet. I could just upgrade the... Oh, no, I can't. Don't have enough. Repair? Right, I think that's the one I used. Oh no, that's like the machine gun. Okay, I mean, let's try it. You know? And then if I just sell the snapper, do I get much for that? No, not really. But why not? Let's do it. Get some money. I can upgrade this. Precision, stability, bullet penetration. Oh, what? Free. Sure. I don't know. I found the nostalgia stuff like the police department and Mr. X, and so I just thought that shit was stupid. I just did not need to be in the game at all. Oh, I don't have like a shotgun at all right now, do I? Okay, well, I should probably grab one. Okay, so yeah, scroll wheel. All right.
Hey, what the hell, lady?
Help me!
Yeah. Okay, this is the other thing I don't like. The enemies never fucking stagger in this. Like they do in RE4. Oh, she's fucking... Can I not? Oh, whatever. I thought I could get him with the hatchet. Yeah, I thought usually when they mutate, there's like a prompt where you can... Oh, is it space to parry? Okay, alright.
Get Burnwood locked down.
Is it something to do with Victor?
Whoop.
Yeah. He's the one to
See,
thank
like
for all
that
the
time is
excitement.
staggered. Yep. See, there's no... God. Really fast. shit. Whoops. Fuck! Oh my god, am I dead already? Jesus Christ, dude. They call it insanity difficulty for a reason. The blood orb? Yeah, I remember that. Oh, I didn't read that tip about how to survive insanity mode. I think it was just saying use the thing. Use the shot. Yeah, I thought when enemies start turning into blister heads there was you could like axe them, but maybe I'm stupid. Hey. What? Why did it? I pressed left click to shoot. I was waiting for it to get closer. Here we go, like this. No, 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 what? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Maybe it's because she wasn't mutating, she was just... Okay, so... I guess I can't get them when they mutate. Fuck. Oh my god. Ow! Jesus. Alright, there's the... Oh my god, okay. I thought I could parry. Didn't work. I am playing the insanity mode. Again, I don't think it's going to be a long stream. I just sort of wanted to have something off the game to talk about while I'm playing in the background. I wanted to at least just start in the care center and walk around. And oh, they have to go through the bit with the fucking the stalker thing. I do that for I don't know. Oh yeah, the picking up stuff to throw it. Yeah, it was like kind of cool, but it was very confusing at first because there'd be a thing on the ground. And it would say, you know, like pick up and throw. And I'm like, I'm trying, but it only works when an enemy is in range, and that's just not super clear at first. See, I've been doing that. I've been shooting them in the head and legs. I've been doing that all the time, and it just like it is way less reliable than RE4. And even RE4 Remake changed that. Compared to RE4 original. They made it much less consistent, staggering enemies. I like how these guys just appear behind that is it a phone booth or yeah, they just appear behind that because well, I pressed parry, man. They appear behind there because the FOV is supposed to be low enough you can't see. Fuck, oh my god, Jesus. Oh, why would it tell me that? Oh shit. See, even this part, I know this is on sanity difficulty, it's harder, like I've made it way harder, and this is a blister head. Fuck, I'm pushing spacebar to parry! Why doesn't it work? But like, this is still sort of what I'm talking about here, where like there's only one, I'm only fighting one enemy right now. Whereas like RE4, you're fighting like tons of guys. Oh my god. Tons of guys at once. What the, okay. And you gotta do that really like, you know, careful like management of like, who am I gonna prioritize? Dude, when do you die? Holy shit. See, this is another thing I heard is that insanity mode. What? Oh, I thought I had bullets still. I'm done. Fuck you. Get out of here. Yeah, I'd heard that people thought insanity mode was a little bit of a crazy jump. Like, it's weird that this game has standard, you know, standard normal and standard classic. But then it doesn't have like a hardcore mode before it changes to insanity. Maybe I just need to run past those guys. But I want to actually fight them. Do I just spam Requiem? I don't really want to waste it. What's this? Oh, money. What? How many? Legs, okay. Fuck. Ah! Oh my god, there's another one. Oh, I'm like out of ammo already from everywhere. Oh, Jesus. Thank you. Parry? Okay, just don't parry them. See, they don't stagger. Like, I mean, I wasn't getting perfect shots on the legs there. But like, you shoot, I don't know, I felt like in the, I know it's different, I'm not playing on Sanity, but like even in the standard classic difficulty, like guys would be running at me and I would shoot them in the legs, like over and over and over, and they just don't stagger. Like you don't get that. Leon can do the kicks and stuff from RE4, but they just don't, they don't let you a lot in this game. What the, what? I clicked like 3 times, you just didn't fire. What the fuck? What's happening? It's not gonna be a long stream because I can't even beat the first part of the game. It is a pretty big step up in difficulty. I don't even have like grenades or anything. Is there a crafting? Can I not craft yet? Maybe not. And yeah, I know about the mod. Yeah, to skip like the Chloe part. But I also saw, when I read the description of that mod, it said something about, like... Get him! It said something like, okay, his head's gone, so he's not gonna... Oh my god. Fuck out of here. Fuck, and I'm just dead. One hit, dead. See, even on Standard Classic, I remember there were a few points where I would just die really quickly, and I was kind of confused. Like, I thought I had... You know, not like full health, but a lot of health, and then like one enemy would get me, and I'd just be like, "Oh, I'm dead? What? Like, okay." I didn't realize that I was apparently that low. I don't know. That's like definitely more on me. See, like they don't they don't stagger. Oh my god. No. Can you not parry them when they run at you like that? Because you can parry the grabs of the other zombies. Like when they run at you like this, you can parry, which you couldn't do in RE4. And I think I like that. Because of how grabby they are now. But, it looks like I just can't parry the blister heads. Okay, leg. Okay, there we go. Fuck you. See, I don't know. To me, that, like, shoot, run in, melee strike, to me, that is... oh my god, dude. To me, that is the appeal of Leon's RE4 gameplay. It is that kind of, like, stay back, shoot. You know, oh, I got an opening, run in, bam! And then you knock them all down, and that makes... You know, that makes an opening for you to then deal more damage while they're all stunned. Or, you know, throw in a grenade, then run in, kick some of them, shoot them, you know. That is the appeal of Leon's gameplay to me, and I feel like this game, if they just tweaked some stuff a bit, they would have it. If they just had some more enemies in some of the later parts, and made it so you could actually stagger them more, I feel like it would have that appeal. I saw a video where on standard enemies take 5 to 6 headshots, while on sanity it takes like 10 headshots to make them go down with a regular pistol. Do you mean go down as in die, or go down as in stagger? Because, like, I'm not even staggering these guys. Okay, 1 in the leg, 2 in the leg, 3 in the leg, 4 in the leg, 5 in the leg. There we go. 5 leg shots to get him to stagger. What the fuck, man? I'm like, left click, shoot the gun, and he's not doing it. Maybe there's a like a weapon swap animation that's taking too long. Like, that's taking priority before I get to shoot. I don't know, yeah, this like level of difficulty for the first fight kind of makes it feel like you should be able to have like grenades at this point, but you just don't. Dude, am I just supposed to run past everyone? Because this... Okay, I can parry. Because this is crazy. Okay, line them up, line them up, line them up. Fuck, whatever. Spacebar. Ugh. Okay, whatever. Just fucking run. Do that. Ah! My god. This is crazy. I feel like, yeah, they kind of do need a hardcore. Because this would be like playing RE4 normal. And then jumping to professional instead of playing hardcore first, you know? I haven't even played professional. I think I played hardcore. I think I played hardcore twice in RE4 Remake. But I've not played professional. Dude, I'm pressing the parry button. What is your fucking problem? Get out of the way, man. Oh shit, you're good. You guys are normal, sorry. Okay, I think at that point my thing wasn't sharpened yet, so. Dude, I'm getting fucked. This is embarrassing. This is a bad stream. I mean, I am playing on Insanity. At least, hey, it gives us more Leon to talk about. This is the main part of the game I wanted to mention. I wish I could just shortcut to the hospital fight with Leon, because I thought that part was really good. I really liked that fight. It felt, that gave me that, like, RE4 intensity that I wanted. Okay, you're down. Can I get... No, okay. Can I just fucking run? Shit. Oh my god. Again, I'm like, parry! Parry! Just doesn't do anything. Really feel like I need some stun grenades here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck! Oh my god, dude! Give me the Requiem. How are you still alive? I got my back guys up. Okay, thank you. Use that. Run, 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 run! No! Hey, bitch. Are you gonna hit by car? No? Whoa! I did. Excuse me. Oh shit. Fuck, I forgot I had sharpened it. I'm dead. This is fucked up. Oh, the Sonic Smurfs thing. Yeah, man, I'm really hyped for that. So excited. Oh, I haven't played Sonic Mega Mix Mania yet. I wanted to play that, just haven't done it yet. I saw that there was some crashes and bugs and stuff and like weird Markiplier shit in that game that they've like, I think, patched. So I was like, okay, you know, I'll wait to play it once. Dude, I'm pushing the parry button. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's just always a thing with games that bothers me. It's like, I'm totally fine with stuff where it's, okay, alright, okay. I'm totally fine with stuff where it's like you have a commitment to an attack where like there's a follow-through animation and you have to be you know, you have to be careful. You can't just like spam stuff. You can't cancel every attack into a dodge or whatever. That's fine. But it's just that frustration of when you're playing a game and it's not clear why you can't do something, you know, like if you're pushing a button to dodge or parry or attack and just nothing's happening, and you're sort of like, what's happening? Am I the problem, or is the game like fucked? Like what's the issue? I just pushed space and he just didn't do anything, and I don't know. I feel like I wasn't that late on it. Do you guys want to like line up in a row for me? What do you drop? Shotgun ammo, nice. This doesn't feel like Doom Eternal difficulty. Doom Eternal gets fucking hard, but this is a bit more like, okay, I have like a whole level of, a whole new level of thinking before I can really play this, I think, at this difficulty level. Like I need to improve my RE9 skills. I mean, I like that it's more demanding, it's just a bit kind of confusing on what am I doing wrong here? I can just run past you. I'm not gonna save you, sorry. Excuse me. Hit that guy for me, please. Ah! Dude! Fuck! Oh, am I dead? This is kind of what I mean, is sometimes, like, yeah, a guy would grab me or hit me, and I'd just be like, what? I'm dead? What? Okay, like, I thought I had health. I was trying to just run before. Look, we can do that now. It didn't go very well for me before. That's why I was trying to kill them. Can I go through here? Oh, there's a guy there still. Yeah, you weren't good for me. You're going for the other guy. Oh. I am pressing parry. I'm like genuinely confused if I just can't parry, or is it because I'm running? No, he can still do it while he's running. I don't know. Maybe there's a delay to it. I don't know about. Not sure. Oh, I should sharpen. Okay, excuse me. Fuck you. Out of my way. Thanks. Fuck you. Just run. These guys come through.
Let's make this quick.
Pick up something. Ah! Fucking just go, just go, just go. What are you doing? Run! I'm holding sprint. Fucking go. Okay.
Leon, have you located Victor?
I heard about the Crush 40 World Tour thing. Yeah, I don't entirely know what the deal is with that.
Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under. The road.
Yeah, I'm a little curious,
I'll send you the
but I
address.
have a strong feeling that... Hello?
Leon,
I have a strong feeling that the World Tour will not be coming to Australia. Yeah, I've heard of No More Heroes. It's a Suda 51 thing, right? I love how the FFV just completely fucks this. There we go. Maybe there's a hotkey for that. Those settings are separate and do not require Yeah, I've heard of No More Heroes. I don't know if I'd play them. I put on an FOV mod just to see, like, you know, just nice to see a bit more around the screen. It would probably be especially better in first person, but I was playing Grace third person just for the fun of it. I feel like there was some other, like, kind of recent thing or something that I wanted to talk about or mention on the stream of, like, oh, this thing that, like, you know, has happened between the last stream and now, but I don't remember what. I mean, I already mentioned all the games I've been playing. Space Channel 5 and Zelda and Sin and Punishment and stuff, and now I'm playing God Hand. Which, again, let me say, God Hand, great. Also found it weird in RE9 Requiem. There's not a lot of bosses, and even when there are bosses, they're not great. Like the spider Goliath, right? The spider boss was not. Didn't really love that. The Mr. X one was just kind of like what, and it was over so quick. The Plant 42 or Plant 43 now thing like was very brief. Didn't really. I don't know. Was that even a boss? I don't even remember. I think you just shot some plants and it was over. And then there's the fight with what might be Hunk from RE2, which is again like, huh? Why is this guy here? That was whatever. And then the final boss, and I don't know, that was it. I just thought they were gonna do a bit more with it. Like everyone was talking about, oh, when you get to Leon, then it's like full on crazy, like RE4 action. And I was like, not really. You don't really. I don't know. I just feel like you don't really do much with him. It's just over very quickly. Well, okay, sorry. Not over very... A lot of the combat encounters feel like they're over very quickly, but the actual overall experience of playing as Leon is actually quite long. Like, that whole Raccoon City part is like, oh my god, this is still going, it's still going, it's going. Yeah, see, look at that kind of shitty reflection. If I had path tracing on, this would look way better. I definitely am interested in playing Insanity a bit more. Like, I'm curious to see how different it is for Grace in the Care Center, and then by the time you play Leon again, you're probably going to have more stuff, like more resources and ammo and things, so it's not going to be as, like, crazy as that first bit where I'm just like, fuck it, just run. Let's see. I just want to see, actually, if we... It should auto-save me here, because, like, I know I'm supposed to use ink ribbons, but it should have auto-saved because I moved on to a new section. Yeah, Leon did feel kind of tacked on, but, like, I think that the interplay between the scary parts and the crazy goofy parts could have been awesome. I just thought they didn't do the goofy parts enough. There's a little bit of it, but not quite enough. Michael the Space Biker, holy shit. $3. Thank you. Is there any new story on second playthrough or Insanity? I don't think so. Like, I don't think there's any new stuff. You're just, like, replaying the same... You're replaying the same game again, but they remix some of the enemies and items and make it way harder. What do I want to do? Path tracing. Let's see if the stream fucking turns off because my computer blows up. It shouldn't, though. It's demanding, but it's not that demanding. Silent Hill when? I mean, it's set up on the PS2. You can come and play it. Yeah, see, look at that. That's crazy. can see a bit of the, I think, DLSS trying to do its work here to upscale a bit more with how much of a performance hit we're getting from the path tracing. But like, damn, that looks good. But if I turned off DLSS or I looked at the frame rate, the Steam frame rate thing that shows you like how many real frames you're getting compared to how many fake frames you're getting, it would not be great. I'd probably be getting like, yeah, 40 FPS right now. But yeah, let's turn the lights off. Great idea. Yeah, it's good. My God, my room is too bright. I can like barely see anything in here. Scary red lights. I might actually call the stream here just so I can go back to playing God Hand. To be honest, I mostly just wanted to, you know, talk about my thoughts on this game. Get them out somewhere. I'm not, you know, not planning on doing like a video review or anything. Need to sneeze? Resident Evil 4 Original is definitely the goofiest of the games, but Leon kicks so much ass in this game with his combat and cheesy one-liners. That's my favorite RE game. Yeah, RE4 might be my favorite as well. It's kind of, I kind of divide the survival horror games and the like the action. RE4 is almost like its own separate thing to me. But RE4 might be my favorite overall. As much as I love the like survival horror, the tension, the routing through the map, the problem solving and puzzle solving and stuff. Oh yeah, this was like this weird secret puzzle people had to find out. They had to like data mine the game to figure out what to do. It's like this weird thing you gotta do, like you can only do it on a second playthrough and you have to go through, do this, which activates this, which, you know, it's like this whole super complicated thing. Complete the game without using the blood collector, that must be really fucking hard. The RE engine is, yeah, very impressive. And this is kind of that thing with like when people talk about how like, oh, ray tracing doesn't matter, or, you know, games just all look the same anyway, like graphics have stagnated and stuff. And I get it. I do kind of get it, because I think the differences are less noticeable, but I also think if you actually go back and look at what games looked like on the PS3, 360, and like even PS4 and stuff, a lot of them look like fucking dog shit, man. They look bad, or they run at like 30 FPS, 720p, with bloom everywhere, and they just look awful. And we're reaching a point now where you can, basically what kind of Prior just said. Hello. Graphics have stagnated, but performance has finally stopped being shit. I think we're at the, yeah, no worries. I'm probably going to finish up in a sec anyway. I think we're at a point now where performance is consistently getting better. Like, console games are targeting 60 FPS more often with good resolutions as well. But now we're like, okay, we've got to a point where like the performance can still be really good while also making the game not look like ugly shit. Which is that, you know, balance that we want. But yeah, I do think that a lot of the reason ray tracing feels so pointless is because a lot of games just include it as like a bonus option where like the baked stuff is already looking pretty good. So like the ray tracing can only do so much when the game was built with like the baked lighting and textures, materials and everything in the first place. Whereas if you go full ray tracing the whole way through, you know, like Doom the Dark Ages did, and I think maybe even GTA 6 might be doing that, then you can get much more sort of out of it. You can art direct those elements more. So it's less of like, oh, it looks the same, but it looks better. It's more of like, okay, we've built the game in a way where these things actually look good. Yeah, I've heard the Switch 2 version's very impressive, which is good to hear, even though, like, I would never play this on Switch. A game like this that looks so good, is this demanding, like, I would rather play it on my nice, big, fancy computer. But I think that's great that, like, it... Because I thought it was going to be 30 FPS on Switch. Doesn't it run at 60? Or, like, it targets 60 at least? That's pretty cool. I don't think I have any other interesting things to share? Oh yeah, I mean, I do have. I didn't know as well about PAL, like Super Nintendo games. The resolution is like kind of squished a bit as well. So not only is the speed slightly different, even when they factor that in to like speed up the internal game logic, so it runs at most of the same speed at 50 frames instead of 60. But yeah, the resolution gets like, you get these bars on the top and bottom. I also found out that RE4 original was never made for like true 4x3. Because I booted up the Wii version, I was like, oh, I can't force it 4x3. I've got these bars on the, and I tried the GameCube version. I was like, oh, it's also like fixed, like widescreen in a 4x3 container. Which I thought like, oh, that's weird. But then I looked up that apparently they did that to save on like the amount of pixels being rendered at once. It wasn't so much like an artistic decision. Oh yeah, it'll be widescreen. It's like, no, we just had to make it fake widescreen in 4x3 so that the game was rendering less pixels, which is funny because like God Hand is true 4x3 and that came after RE4, and it was all, you know, same people, kind of. It's 60 unlocked. Pretty consistent unless it's dogfights, then it gets rough. But not for too long. Only a few seconds. RE7 and 8 are a more stable 60 FPS docked and undocked. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I might at some point like actually do another like full playthrough on Insanity. I don't know. I kind of want to wait a little bit because they're going to patch this game with some extra stuff. Mercenaries is what I really want. Like, I just want to play as Leon fighting shit. And if it's like RE4 Remake Mercenaries, I think they changed the stagger behavior so the enemies stagger more consistently in Mercenaries, so hopefully it's like that here as well. Yeah, I thought Requiem was great, like very good, but it really does like trail off towards the end. Oh yeah, and there's DLC as well. Yeah, that's true. I hope it means we get like more true Leon stuff. Because I don't really know what you could do with Grace at this point. I mean, they might do like a flashback thing where you're playing as like Alyssa Ashcroft. I don't know. They could do, because I didn't play the RE8 DLC. I wasn't really interested. RE8 was kind of, I wanted to do a second playthrough on hardcore, like at a high, because I found the game was pretty easy. I just haven't gone back. Haven't really had the interest to go and play RE8 again. Apparently it's about what Leon was doing during 7 and 8. Okay. I mean, sure. If it's like a full Leon campaign, like a DLC campaign with Leon, you know, like a few big areas, and they actually let you fight stuff, I would say, yeah, RE8 has a bit of an identity crisis, I think. I can't really tell what it wants to be. Like, I thought playing it, when I went into that game, I was like, oh yeah, I can't wait. Like, this big castle and the vampires and stuff, this will be so cool. And then that part is like an hour long, like it's super short, and it's a very... It's sort of torn between trying to be horror puzzle Resident Evil and then like action RE4 Resident Evil. Whereas something like RE4 commits fully to like, no, we are goofy, dumb action game. RE8 is kind of in between, and it doesn't work very well for me. RE7 commits more to the horror, but then again, like, trails off at the end. A lot of RE games kind of get worse at the end. I think Requiem is particularly bad with it, but I also think this is the best of the new Resident Evils, for sure. Like, this is better than 7 and 8. I'd much rather play this again than 7 and 8. Oh, did I remember to turn off path tracing? Yeah, I did. And RE4 Remake is still the best of all these new ones they've made, and RE2 Remake was very good. But this is definitely the best new one. And I don't know, maybe they'll improve Leon's stuff a little bit with an update. I don't know, like if enough people complain about it, maybe they'll make that part a bit less boring, like put in some more enemies, or... Because like part of the thing I didn't like with Leon's section in Raccoon City is they were still trying to pretend it was supposed to be scary at that point. I don't know if you guys felt this. Like, you still walk around with your flashlight and it's dark on those hallways, but it's just like nothing happens. And like you're playing as Leon, you're not scared anymore. So it felt very strange that they were like, "Ooh, spooky," and I don't know. I kind of thought like, nah, just we've played Grace, we've done the scary stuff. It's Leon time. Just go full bullshit, please. That's what I want. And they do that with the motorcycle bit, but not really with the main combat parts. I did kind of like how the zombies actually like rose up out of the ground in Raccoon City, like kind of like traditional undead zombies rather than Resident Evil like virus infection zombies. I thought that was like a cool idea because you know, these zombies have like been there for so long. It's like 20, 30 years or something since the missile strike. So they kind of function more like traditional undead zombies, which I thought was a neat idea. Have I seen the bike mod where it's a dinky little pedal bike? No, but that does sound pretty good. Should we have 2 champagne where one is horror and the other is action game? 2 campaigns? I think I don't mind the switching. I think it's just that Leon's parts are just not very good. They just needed to up the intensity and make it more like Resident Evil 4, where there's tons of enemies and you're prioritizing quickly and you're kicking them and you knock down a bunch of enemies so then you can shoot more and finish them off, and it needed more of that. I didn't feel that same intensity and flow to the combat. I like how each zombie has a personality. Yeah, that's a cool new thing they've put in. I have seen the Paddy Wagon mod. Yeah, the SpongeBob Paddy Wagon mod for Leon. All right, I'm probably should end it here. Might go play some more God Hand. But yeah, thank you for coming, everyone. I just wanted to, you know, I haven't streamed in a while. Figured I should do something. I wanted to talk about this game a little bit. And yeah, I look forward to the updates it gets and the DLC and blah blah blah. No video plans at the moment, really. Well, once Pariah is done with his Metroid stuff, we might do the Outer Wilds video, but that's up to him. In the meantime, yeah, I don't really have any big crazy plans to talk about. I'm just going through the backlog and yeah, trying to keep up with new games while also going through all the tons of ones I never played before. I want to play like Metal Gear Solid and stuff. Yeah, fuck you, Mike. Get out of here. Cool. All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye.